Valorant is getting its first major patch in the closed beta, which should fix players' issues they have playing against Raze and Sage, and fix some funny but unwanted bugs. In this video we go over all the changes coming to Valorant and the decision making behind them, as explained by Riot Games. If you liked the video or learned something from it, a like and a sub would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's dive into the nerfs coming to Raze and Sage. After Raze's release, she was immediately deemed overpowered by a lot of players, while others thought we should play against her more to learn how to play against her. Besides that, a lot of people felt that her ultimate ability didn't really feel like it belonged in the game. This won't change, at least for the foreseeable future. Raze will keep her current ultimate, but she will see some changes towards her grenades. When Raze released, she started with one paint shell and could buy a second paint shell. This will change to only one active paint shell, and Raze can't buy one extra. In order to get another paint shell in the round, Raze will need to make 2 kills to refresh the cooldown. This is the same system Jett has for her dash ability. With this change, Raze has to think and calculate carefully where and when to throw her grenade, in order to actually have it be useful, while previously she could spam one in a spot where people used to go a lot, while also keeping a second one in reserve in case the enemy pushed through. Now, she only gets one per round, most likely, which makes it less threatening for enemies to fight her. With that being said, her grenades still need to be dangerous, else Raze's abilities become useless overall, but not broken. So, Riot fixed a bug in which some shells would explode sooner as they should, doing damage to the enemies at a quicker succession. Next to that, we will hear an audio change for all Raze's abilities in the patch to make it even more clear for the enemy what is happening. I feel that these changes are overall very well thought out by Riot and could fix the problem with Raze being strong in standard matchmaking. Raze will probably still not see much playing competitive, since she doesn't really bring any sort of help for her team. If you die now against a Raze grenade, you are probably really standing in a wrong position or got comboed with a slow and a grenade. This will make Raze less desirable to play, to say the least, and it will be interesting to see if Riot didn't make her a bit too weak, but overall I like the thought process behind the grenade changes. Next to Raze, Sage is also getting a small nerf, which is pretty fair. Sage is right now, in my opinion, the strongest character in the game and should be on your team each game. Her ability to wall, boost, heal, slow and even revive are all game-changing abilities. We recently saw statistics that Sage is the character with which the most comebacks are made in a 1v2, 1v3 and 1v4 situation. Her nerfs aren't that big and shouldn't affect your playstyle with her that much. Riot is removing the sound effect when enemies walk over your slow zone, so you can't passively listen to them walking over it, and increasing the slow as you jump over them. So, why is Riot changing this? You might have heard that it is possible to bunny hop over the zones to bypass them more quickly. With these changes, you can still bunny hop to be faster, but not as fast as before, while getting the opportunity to sneak past a slow zone if you would like to do so. This brings some uncertainty for the Sage player, since she can't hear enemies coming over the zone. This means that Sage can't simply zone one side and look the other way, or use it to hear people coming past corners. Furthermore, melee attacks will do double damage against Sage walls and the metal double doors in Haven, in case you want to break them down more quickly. Riot made this change for the lower eco rounds, since players had a hard time breaking down these walls with only their small pistols. Next to that, there are some bug fixes and exploits you can't do anymore on certain maps, and the orb in the middle area on Split will be removed. The most important bug that got fixed, or an exploit rather, is the option to give Cypher's camera a weapon. I mean, we all had fun with this, and it was funny to use at the start, but it is of course not intended, and good to see that Riot has nipped it in the bud so quickly. How do you guys feel about these changes coming to Raze and Sage? Are they justified, or do you feel Riot could have done something else? Let us know in the comments down below. For now, we want to thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next one. Peace.